Mike's on and rolling.
Okay. It is August 6th, 2025.
Yes,
Motion to order. It is two. May I have a roll? Do I have to repeat that?
Yeah.
Mine ain't on? Oh, see. I thought she even tapped it.
I did too.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay.
Sorry.
It is August 6th, 2025, calling the Merit System Commission to order. It is 9:02. May I have a roll?
Mr. Kempe?
Here.
Mr. Watts?
Here,
Mrs. Dell?
in body.
Mrs. Wasey?
Here. I'd like to make a motion to excuse Mrs. Dell
I'll second it.
and a roll.
Mr. Watts?
Yes.
Mr. Kempe?
Yes.
Mrs. Wasey?
Yes. Any changes or additions to the meeting, the minutes of the meeting of July 16th, 2025?
Nope.
And so be it. First item of business, certify and release list for full-time street maintenance worker. He's not here, so I gather he was satisfied with the scores in the test?
Yeah, he was cool with the scores and stuff. He went through and then did the interviews to find out if they had CDLs or not, like the one at the top, Tomlinson. When she submitted her application, she didn't indicate whether she had one or not. He found out that she did.
A or B?
Pardon me?
A or B?
I don't remember.
Okay.
The ones that did not have the CDL then did not get interviewed because they did not have the qualifications. So the top's where we're at.
So we're releasing the top four names.
I think there's more than four there. One,
Well,
two.
I see the scores, and I thought 60 was passing.
That's only on the written test.
Okay. So we're only releasing this first group here.
The five, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, may I have a motion to certify the list and to release those five names?
I'll make the motion.
And a second,
I'll second
and a roll.
Mr. Kempe?
Yes.
Mr. Watts?
Yes.
Mrs. Wasey?
Yes, and just a note, when you put that in the minutes, list the names of the people. Any other business?
I have just a comment.
Okay.
If we look at the interview portion of that test, and we say that that is 50% of your total, why don't we have a cutoff on that? My God, I mean, we're looking at a .21 compared to a 97.
I don't know that there is a cutoff on that.
I don't think there is either. I think it's just the interview is,
Subjectable.
yeah, for lack of a better term, but, apparently the one who got 21% was not a good interview.
Wow.
There's a
Well-
pretty big gap there.
That's a huge gap.
Yeah, I agree. I agree
I
with
mean,
you.
Lord mercy.
Well,
I mean,
you-
if somebody's going to come in here and they're going to score a 21
Yes.
out of 100 on an interview process, I would almost say that's disqualification, because obviously the interviewee says the person's not able to, one, take direction or take answers from a question. I mean,
Mike, if you want to, yeah, please, thank you.
Or they may have learned or were able to disqualify some of the information that was in the original application, right, through the interview process.
Right.
So I think there's a number of questions on what may have actually occurred
Yeah, and I don't know,
specific to that one.
and I don't know that we've ever really disqualified
Yeah.
from the interview. We've just not
We haven't.
passed, you just passed on them, but.
We don't
But same
currently
thing
have
could
a
be
rule.
said for that third one down. They scored really well on the test. you know, comparatively.
Yeah.
But then when they got to the interview, they just kind of bombed it.
Well, you know, people, how do I want to put it? Not that the street maintenance has a lot of interaction.
Social interaction.
Interaction with the
Public.
public or whatever, but also it's interaction with your coworkers. If they're not, if, you know, if they're combatant or they're not cooperative, that could knock them down on the interview scale tremendously. So that's where you find out whether or not they'd be a good fit for your department, is the interview section.
I mean, there's numerous factors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mary.
Well, I guess what I'm getting at here is, as of right now, we've got two separate scores coming into this process. And Tomlins, or however you say their last name there, we've only got one section left.
No, there is no section
No, there's no
left.
more section left.
There's no more section left. So right now, the hiring percentage points that this person has total is 42%.
Right, and she probably won't get hired. The interview.
But yet she's on the list to go forward.
So,
It's-
so I think this is just a list to make you guys aware of where everybody ended up. We have not done that in the past, and I think that they wanted to start doing that, so then that way you guys would know what exactly was happening past the test piece.
Well, here's my point, guys. It's not that I want to exclude anybody from trying to get a job. But I don't want us to dumb down our hiring abilities to where we're just putting a warm body in a vehicle. I want that person to be,
Competent.
to do the job. Okay?
Oh,
And
I
the
agree.
job requires more than just pushing a lawnmower sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, I agree with you. But like I said, the interview portion was never part of us. That is part of the director of the department.
But the ending score is us.
Right.
And that's well under 50%.
Yes.
I don't think the ending score is you guys. I think that the
I think
score is
the ending
only the
score
written
is
exam.
this one.
Th- th-
60.
This is just to
Well,
make you
then
guys
why-
aware.
But then, okay, if this is our ending point, then why are we voting on this?
We're voting on the whole thing, releasing the names, certifying the tests, and releasing names.
Oversight of the process, I
Right.
think is what we're talking, rather than,
Yeah.
But what's our oversight of?
we saw that the process was followed as per current regs, and we are acknowledging that formally. We're not
But then-
saying that we agree with the evaluations, but, and believe me, I understand your position.
Well, I
and
mean, I just think, I
want
just don't want the
the best
scores
we
to get
can
so
get.
low, we're putting anybody out there, Jim.
I want the best quality candidates we can get.
And I'm hoping the person in charge doing the hiring will look at this and say,
Have you
know-
seen this? Are you privy to this?
I have not seen that yet, no,
Is he privy to this?
today.
I mean, it's
I
public
do,
record.
I do.
it's public
typ-
record now.
I do typically get copies.
But
Sally,
what
and
I'm
we-
saying is, I'd like to think the head of our department will look at this and say, this person here with the 42 total percent, I'm not even going to consider her for the job.
Yeah, Mr. Watts, and also this goes through HR and it goes through me, and I do the final signing on any hiring as well. So yes, there is a proper process.
Okay.
And I think Mr. Kempe, he's indicating really what you guys have done is made sure that the process was followed, it was fair, there's no favoritism in the process in picking and choosing someone. So you
Okay.
still play a valuable role in this
I mean-
process, Merit does.
Technically, the department head could sit there and say, well, I need another female. I'd like to think those days are gone and that we are hiring for ability, knowledge,
Yeah.
and the capability of doing the job properly,
Yeah.
Okay.
okay?
Question answered.
Because personally, if I was a department head, I would just put a line through there and say, there's no chance in Hades I'm going to hire her. Just for the sheer fact, her score is low.
Sounds good
I'd
to me.
rather not have us in a position where those in charge of making a hiring decision are required to select a candidate that they find unacceptable, even though,
This has been met.
right,
This has been met, yeah.
I don't want them to have to accept
Okay, yeah.
Well,
Let's
like-
take
like
that.
Mr. Davis said, it also has to go through him and HR, and I'd like to think they have enough common sense in the positions that they are in, that they would lean not to hire the lowest score.
We also,
Getting into newer,
Rules don't have any common sense,
You're
right?
right.
I mean,
well, I mean, in the new generation of employees that's coming up, social skills are lacking tremendously. I mean, is this a reflection of what's to come?
Mr. Watts, that's hard to really speak on. What I would say is that our processes are in place, and we also have the ability to always re-advertise, retest. So when you go down the list and through the interview process, we can determine and say, okay, this applicant doesn't really fit per many of the criteria that you both spoke about. So I don't think we ever end up getting there. I don't think we ever get to a process that we end up accepting a candidate that doesn't fit the expectations of the job, both in skill set, both in interactions and the entire thing. So, but again, we have to release the scores and those candidates. So,
I mean, it's safe to say that he's only hiring one person,
correct.
and he is going to want the best of the best. He's not going to settle to get down to a name he might want, because they don't want to keep doing this process. It's hard to get people to even apply. Once upon a time, yeah, we'd have 100 people apply for one job.
Not no more.
Not anymore.
We ain't had that in a while.
Those days are gone. So therefore, the department head has to choose the best, because the next group coming in may be worse than this one.
And Ms. Wasty too, our HR administrator attends the interviews
Okay.
as well. So there's more than one city official in there kind of scoring. I also believe they had the street secretary in there as well. That kind of goes through and helps score the
Okay.
candidates through the interview process. So we do a pretty thorough job.
And just to make you aware, like, I think this is just to kind of show that this is the whole completion of the whole process, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Because we do have guys in that middle bank that did pass the test with a high score. But then they were not interviewed eligible because they did not have the CDL. So this is just the culmination of, hey, this whole process is done, here's the bow on it, and we're moving to the next thing. Because before, you guys never got that. Before, you just got the written test score, and you never knew what happened after that.
Right.
This is just to kind of, this is the whole thing.
Really show you how thorough the process is, how seriously we take it.
Because once upon a time, interview wasn't even involved.
that
It
wasn't.
was just strictly, they took the test,
Then they took a
and
hands-on.
we released the top 10 names, and the department head had to hire somebody out of those 10 names, unless all 10 of them were deemed unacceptable
Yeah.
due to numerous reasons. But those days are gone.
Oh, one more question. We can get away from this or whatever you guys, I mean, we're done with this. We've already voted on this.
Okay.
But is there a psych evaluation on these employees?
No.
But there
That's
is
currently,
on
that's current
officers.
police and fire. Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
We do have the ability, if there's any
Re-
concerns that have been shown, we have the ability to do a fitness for duty. And through our EAP, the Employee Assistance Program, and we've had to follow that a couple times over the years, so,
Well, the reason I'm asking that is we have had recently,
correct.
and I think that might be something that we do need to look at on all classified employees.
I can speak to HR about it, Mr. Watts, but what I would also tell you is we have processes in place to be able to catch it and go through, and we've done that, and unfortunately, I think the one that you're referring to took years down the line of service before anything even happened. So at the time of doing something, that candidate would have been fine. This is 10, 15, 20 years down the road, and
But
all of
would
a
that
sudden we
save
had that
the city
issue.
liability on that if that were to come out?
I think through our contract, through our fitness of duty, and through our EAP, we're pretty well covered.
Okay,
So, yeah.
okay. That's it for me.
Any other business? Meeting adjourned at 9:16.